It's a blur, my shit. We should be good. We should be alright. Um, it's good with y'all out there. I'm going to start it off, kick it off real quick. Um, I'm finna, I'm finna show y'all some shit. Some cities of Michigan. Shout out to all my Michiganders who tuned in with me. You know what I'm saying? You know, um, I'm gonna be going on about like the connection with Africans. You know, or the old Africans. I'm not even matter of fact. I'm not even finna do that. What I'm trying to say is like we might be like from the land, but we are newer people, and they are newer people. So you know, but the names and shit, the common sense and shit that I be seeing, it be like shit crazy. Like you can't get away from this shit. When you look at it, and it be like, damn, bro, I ain't even noticed that shit. And that's how that shit work. I'm probably like, yeah. I'm supposed to name this something else, but you know, I'm originally because I want to give credit to Bobby He Met, man. Like this information, like it's like make me want to like really like get in like politics. Like I don't even like politicians, but the shit I be noticing on the streets, like it's like this is a lot of fuckery. So I don't know. I just gotta stay in tune and stay up, keep my head high, and speak up about shit. Ogun, the warrior tribe, the warrior, the warrior, the one who carries the iron, the steel, and a lot of us, Black Americans, like our people, like worked in. Even you got white people, of course, you know, but we talking about our people, the original people of the land, the ones who been over here in America 500 years, over 500 years. And people be thinking like we just, it's our culture and history is made up to be like, oh, y'all really from Africa. That's why y'all call African Americans. No, we accepted that because the history of the Africans who was brought over during the 1500s, 1400s. We was already over here, but it was Africans that was on the ship, and there was ships. You know what I'm saying? There was ships. Like people be acting like this shit. Like this why we get confused because we be like, nah, we got our people been up over here. Of course, yeah, we been up over here. We all over the world. But the history about America, the original Americans, the original Indians, they try to lighten them up. You know what I'm saying? They try to do all that. The history, painting over history. They did it to the ancient Egyptians or the ancient hieroglyphs, in ancient Egypt, known as ancient Kemet, or ancient Kemet known as ancient Egypt. They try to lighten them up. Not lighten them up like the ones who was already having a natural complexion. Whatever, it was different complexions and stuff like that. But we had history over there. And that was in that period of time. This I want to give credit to Bobby. He meant he was talking about it. Whatever his sources was, like they had stories where the pyramids was covered up, and then they start uncovering like it was all sand. Just imagine what nobody living in Egypt after the wars, the dynasties over with. You know, people was getting moved out. That land was like just like water. It's lands underwater, or it's lands like in Antarctica. It's a whole damn world of Antarctica, and this whole world is in Antarctica. If you read the dictionary in it say North America, South America, and it's they are and they call them Arctics. So when I was talking about this shit last night on the live, but you know, like the whole planet is connected to one another. Every land was connected. I'm shit with my phone because I'm looking at some shit on Chat GPT, like asking like, because I tried to actually get a diaphragm and it wouldn't even let me do it. Like it wouldn't even Chat GPT when it's not even allowed to do certain shit. So I'm like, damn, this why you know, this is why I say humans will never be taken over by technology and robots and shit. Because you can ask a superstitious questions and it's already programmed to not answer that. You know, it can get around a little bit because it's programmed to do that. But I'm like, but it said something about a supercontinent. I never heard of a supercontinent. But hold on, let me do it in the Michigan cities, right? We got Battle Creek, Michigan. We got Muskogee, Michigan. These cities are tribes of Indian, of course, or Indians, or Native Americans. Because it's funny, we got the country India, and then we get said called the Native Americans are Indians. It's like, but this whole thing with that shit too, though. You know what I'm saying? They all come over here, the Eastern Indians. You know, not the ones who but they call themselves white. They don't consider themselves as us. Some of us be trying to be the saviors when we need to save our goddamn mind. You know what I'm saying? Some of us be trying to save everybody, but we ain't trying to save our goddamn self. Man, they look just like us. Why they hate us? Niggas lack knowledge. And what the Bible say, you will perish for the lack of knowledge. My people will perish for the lack of knowledge. So you gotta let people perish in their own wonderland, wondering why a motherfucker hate them, wondering why a person don't like them. While you, the one who is aware, whether you white or black, whether you Indian, Arab, but you know, whether you Mexican, but you know the original people of the you respect the people of the land that was already over here before you. This ain't for you. This ain't to you. Respect's to you. If you acknowledge it what your ancestors did, respect to you. If you acknowledge, that's a whole different. But us, for my people over here who go perish for a lack of knowledge, meaning they trying to be cool by y'all with everybody who ain't trying to be cool by y'all with you, you go get it. You don't you Xing out all the spirits around you that the Most High gifted you, that the Creator gifted you. See, it's a thing. Like when I read for myself, when you read for yourself, you have way more power. When you fast and you read the Quran or you read Bible verses, books, however you read it, if you dedicate it, because I'm not dedicated to a point of time where I'm dedicated, and then it's a point of time where I'm be like I'm good. But it is a point of time when it's in the back of my head, but I'm like, let me go check this out. Even the Quran says you can have gods, but it's up to the people. Meaning it's up to the people on how like you treating the people for real. And this is what I said though. I said this a while back, like kings of kings, servants. King is a servant of his people. A king is just not this modern day dictatorship where it's you calling the shots. sending out everybody, and then and that's in history too. Like for instance, like you had the king, some of the kings sleeping with the one king. He was sleeping with he like he was sleeping with the tribe, the one of the main tribe members. He was sleeping with his wife. So this certain kings go corrupt. We could just say that because it's been like that too. Both ends where you had the kings who are literally servants of the people, and they the people's voices, and then you had the kings who override the people and can like be slick around people. Not necessarily override, but just do slick stuff. But I don't want to get too much depth into the religion. But yeah, like it's hitting. It's like even the city of right here, Flint. I talk about this a couple times. I mentioned it last night and a couple times. Like Flint Stone. Flint is an ancient stone. Matter of fact, I'm finna go ahead and look it up real quick. Flint is an ancient stone. Let me turn that on real quick. Flintstone crystal or ancient Egypt. Like oh shit. But yeah, like a lot of even us in Michigan, people don't even think about certain the names like Battle Creek and Muskegee, Michigan. Like, and if you do think you ain't said it, it's like shit. But these all go back from the South. This is how we know like this up north shit was just like us getting into like the job fields, and our ancestors coming up here for the jobs and shit like that. But this shit ain't nothing but a prison. The city ain't nothing but a prison. They got us bunched in with a bunch of houses and less land when we supposed to have more land and not a smaller house as in like where it can't fit nobody fit, but it's supposed to be more spacious in the house too, because the house is actually small in the inside versus what our ancestors how they was living, pre-ancestors and ancient ancestors. Like they got us really in a prison, and some people we like kind of used to this shit, but we still make our way though. We still make our way. Like, let me start this over. Flintstone. See, like the research I be doing, this shit so simple. I've been doing this type of research, but you know, Flintstone was indeed an important tool material in ancient Egypt, widely used for various purposes before and alongside copper and bronze tools. It was especially significant in the pre-dynastic period before 3100 BCE, but remained in use for specialized applications even into the later dynasties. Uses of flintstone in ancient Egypt. Cutting carving tools. Flint was shaped into knives, chisels, and saws for cutting wood, leather, and reeds. Ritual and religious objects. Sacred flint knives were used in mummifications and religious ceremonies. Weaponry. Egyptians crafted arrowheads, spear tips, and daggers from flint for hunting and warfare. Fire making. Flint was struck against pyrite or other stones to generate sparks and start fires. Construction and quarrying. Before metal tools became widespread, flint chisels were used to carve soft stones like limestones. Flintstone remained valuable even after the introduction of metal tools, especially for religious, ceremony, and backup purposes. Its durability and sharp edges made it an essential tool in Egyptian daily life. So, even the tools like the metal of Ogun carried the metal. And it's the thing about Ogun, too, like what I realized, like, we used to call ourselves goons and shit like that. Like you had niggas call themselves goons, like, and then when Lil Wayne came out with the, he ain't deliberately do it, but it's like you ain't hear nobody call themselves a goon after he said what's a goon to a goblin. You ain't really like, it kind of like faded out. But really, goon was representing Ogun. And that's the crazy part. We ain't even, and it's like wherever it derived from originally, somebody was using that probably, and or it could have been some white people using it because they did use shit like they been doing that shit too. They known for that shit. Everything they use, all they mob ties and all they historical names and outfits or symbols like the swastika. Education purposes, this ain't no hate speech or YouTube be soft as shit. But the swastika is tatted or depicted on a Buddha statue, and it's depicted on somewhere else, like, and it's not no symbol of hate. And they didn't come up with that; they took it wherever they seen it. Just like Constantine, he's seen the Ankh, and he's seen what's deemed today as the crucifixion or the cross. He's seen it in ancient Egypt. He used that to put up a to make Christianity. So, like, everything ain't what it really is. Like everything, all this shit stolen, legacies are stolen. And we finna get into Battle Creek, Michigan. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Battle Creek, Michigan. Where the name come from? Yup. Let's say the name Battle Creek, Michigan comes from an incident that occurred in 1823 between a group of U.S. government land survivors, surveyors, government land surveyors. I don't know what that means. I'm going to have to look that up. And two Native Americans of the Patawa, Potawatomi tribe. Potawatomi. I ain't never heard of that tribe. Man, I think I did heard of that tribe. Potawatomi. According to the historical accounts led by Colonel John Moulet. I don't want to say Juan because it could be Spanish and shit, Spaniards and shit. Were mapping out land along a small river when they encountered two Potawatomi men. A dispute broke out, reportedly over food supplies or territorial concerns, and a brief skirmish ensued. While no one was killed, the confrontation led to the river being named Battle Creek, and later, when the settlement grew, the town took on the same name. But it's crazy. Creek. I'm gonna have to look into some more. I'm gonna have to look into more some that into that shit. Cause Creek is his own tribe and shit. But I just wanted to mention that though, like, you know, we got like we got hella information that's like hidden from us, like about the original Americans, man. Like, they really want us blindfolded, but like, and this is why they want man over, like, demasculated and overcome and unknowledge. Damn, that shit came in bumping. This is why they want us fucked up though. And weak. They don't want you to have no muscles. They want you to be weak. They don't want you to be like tuned in with your masculinity and shit. You know what I'm saying? Let me turn this back down. I don't know why that shit popped on. But I'm finna get up out of here anyway. Finna get up out of here. Good sunny day. Good sunny day. Let me turn this off real quick. Yeah. So I'm gonna be back live. I need to go really like write my information down so I can like break that shit down, my damn self. Cause I be straight studying while I go live. I ain't gonna stop doing it right now, but cause I be on the move and shit. So yeah, I'm up out of here though, y'all. Holla at y'all.